Today we have a really good one. Does this look familiar, you guys? Does it now? This is Conair's new cordless automated hair curler. I already tested out the exact same product right here. I tested out the prototype. There is actually a backstory to all of this. Conair got exclusive rights from a manufacturer in China, the manufacturer that sent us the first prototype to try out. And basically we find out that Conair bought exclusive rights to sell to the US market first. I bought this from Amazon. They're selling it on Amazon, I believe Target, and they're selling it for $99 US. Quite expensive for Conair. Hopefully they change some stuff on it, like the annoying beeping noise. They definitely didn't change the chamber because it's exactly the same. That was one of my biggest flaws and one of the biggest cons that I had. Hear that? Exact same beep, but we're gonna give it a go. So it's exactly the same. You get right or left, which means the curl is gonna go either right or left. And basically they recommend if you're on your left side, go right. If you're on your right side, go left, or whichever you want. You can alternate, you can do whatever your heart desires. And this only comes in Fahrenheit because they're selling it to the US market. And they do give you the options. You can do 12 seconds. So you do 6, 8, 10, 12, that's it. So you have 6, 8, 10, or 12 seconds. So that's a little bit different than this one right here. These go up to 18 seconds. 8 to 18 seconds, so that's the difference. And let's see the temperature setting on here, how high we can go. So 320 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's go to 10 seconds at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's see if I like the curls right on my left side. Let's try this. It's the one thing, this chamber. I don't like the chamber, it's so tiny. And you have to take the smallest sections. Is that done?
That's done.
Wow, that beeping is still annoying.
Yeah.
Man, this chamber though, I can't. It's one of the biggest annoyances.
For little kids.
And bigger sections do look better with this tool, especially for shorter hair. You get more of a volume, and then once the curls start falling out, it actually looks really nice. But the first half a day, not my favorite. It should be beeping by now.
It should be beeping. It's been 20 seconds already. Take it out, like you don't want to keep it in there.
That was not 10 seconds. All right, we're gonna count how many seconds this is because that was way too long. 40?
Yeah.
All right, I'm taking that out. All right, what is up with this time? Let's go for less. I'll do 8 seconds. It's not beeping. All right, I need to recurl this right here. Did I even curl? Why isn't it beeping?
There you go, that was it. Suddenly started working.
That's so annoying.
And it still beeps through it.
And it still beeps. All right, I'm gonna turn it now to left because we're gonna go on our right side. No, you have to physically hold the button the entire time to make it work.
So you have to hold the button for it to work.
Yep.
Did it say that in instructions?
Nope. It just says hold the button to begin curling. Wait for the beep and then release the perfect curl. Yeah, they actually didn't change anything in this tool. It's the same exact tool, just different colors. One thing I want to say about this tool, quite uncomfortable to hold because it is somewhat wide. It's a very awkward shape and you have to keep pressing the button to keep it working. I just feel like this tool still has a long way to go. I'm just going back to R. And you can also do mix if you wanted to. Ooh, my hand is starting to cramp up.
Not bad. Is that what you had to do on the other one also, hold it?
Yes, that was another thing that I mentioned. Because with the other automatic curling irons, you don't hold it. You let it go and then it beeps and it's done. I mean, granted, we did talk to the prototype, to the manufacturer. We didn't actually talk to Conair. We were trying to get a date out of them because so many of you were interested in this tool. And they were just being so iffy about it. Like, oh, we want to get it out before Christmas, bring it to the US. We want to sell it for $69 US, but then because of all the tariffs, all that good stuff, we don't actually know how much we want to sell it for. And then Conair comes out with the same tool. So if you guys can read between the lines of what I'm saying, I mean, we didn't sign any NDAs or anything, but we can say whatever we want. It's just the people that told us, I'm sure it was confidential. Or I don't know, maybe it's not, who knows? Because private labeling, it's not confidential. It's a very well-known thing in the marketplace. Like, I think it would be great if they designed this product, you know, they put a lot of time and effort and money into designing something like this.
And actually asking.
Yeah, and asking, researching consumers, hey, what do you like about the product? What don't you like about it? Do you even like the cordless idea? You know, all of those things to make sure the consumer is happy. But trying to be the only exclusive sellers of this type of product, which is interesting. But at least now, if you guys wanted to buy this hair tool, it's on the market and on Amazon. So if you don't like it, return it. It's the beauty of Amazon or Target. But I think I saw on Target that they were selling online, and I just figured I'd buy it on Amazon because it was faster and it's prime shipping. I was kind of surprised when I saw the price, that it was $99 from Conair. I was kind of taken aback. I was like, wait, what? Conair? $100? Who is this new Conair? She's called Unbound. In the battery, we have a little less than 2 bars left out of 4. So we're halfway done. So that's good. It's lasting a little bit longer than the prototype. And all of the curls, they're not very regular on the left side for some reason. They're kind of sporadic. I don't know why, because I'm doing everything the same. Let's see if I got all of my hair curled.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom's kind of.
Oh, the bottom is falling out completely, but I can't do anything about that. It just doesn't even want to stay curled. What they can do is just put on higher setting, but I don't want to. I'm already at 400. All right, anything else? Yeah, it just doesn't want to curl. You guys see that? Literally straightens it instead of curling the hair. So if you have super short hair, like super short pieces, it does not want to curl them at all. This is how it curled that section. Yeah, it's having a hard time touching the barrel. You guys see how it's doing that? It's only curling the bottom, but it's giving it more of a bend than anything. Let me spray some product in my hair before I kind of comb it out. I'm gonna take a little bit of the Kerastase, the Elixir All Time, and it does smell like a lot of cheaper hair products. They give a hair that smell like it's burning it. So a lot of the times it's usually because of the higher heat or the actual barrel is not good quality from what I found. And this is what I mean by the curls. Like with this kind of curls, I really have a hard time just leaving them down. I really want to put it up into a hairstyle of some sort just because I don't really like this on my head or my hair personally. It definitely curls. You guys see that it definitely curls the hair, but it's only one specific type of curl. So if you're wanting more versatility, this tool is not it. So we have Macy trying this tool out on her super long hair. And I mean, it just keeps going. Where does it end? Let's see what happens.
Okay, here goes.
Oh, look at that! And yeah, hold it the entire time. Let go.
Whoa. Oh my.
Oh, you can see the bottom didn't really get curled, which is totally fine, honestly. Honestly, not
Yeah, I
bad.
mean, it's interesting.
It's an interesting curl. That's amazing.
It actually did get quite close.
Yeah, it did.
Maybe I'll try like a little bit bigger of a section. Do you release the
Yeah,
button?
release
Okay.
it at the last. Oh man, I thought I got stuck. You got me scared.
It's definitely pulling. I mean, I can definitely see that my arm is gonna get, or my hand is gonna get tired. That actually wasn't too bad.
I feel like it will fall out nicely. Whoa.
Wait.
That's a special one.
My whole arm is like
Spazzing
from the muscles. Okay. can see my hand shaking.
Ooh. Oh, yes.
It's in a literal knot. Okay.
There it is.
Once it falls out, it's not bad.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
Ooh. Okay.
No! It died?
Oh,
We have 2 sections
just one
left.
strand left. So can you use it while it's plugged in?
No. Here you go. Let's see if it'll work.
That is very inconvenient.
Hopefully it works.
That's not good.
It's literally almost half of the time gone.
It doesn't look bad. The only thing is the ends. Like I would want to go in with a regular curling iron or even a flat iron and just kind of make that look more cohesive to the rest of my hair. So that part is a little frustrating. And then the battery not lasting what it's supposed to last. It wasn't on the highest heat, it was on the shortest timer. And then the fact that it's not operable when it's plugged in. If this is the only tool I took with me on a trip or something, I would have to sit there for hours, 4.5 hours to let it charge. So that is kind of frustrating. So yeah, I don't hate the way my hair looks, but like I said, I definitely, like the ends are not uniform. They're all different. Not bad, not bad.
All right, let's talk about the product. Let's talk about the positives first. Number 1, it works, and it works great. You guys can see a full head of hair that has a lot of curls, but they're all one type of curl, which is totally fine, but it works. That's a huge positive. Number 2, the positive is it's cordless. I think that's a huge thing, especially for somebody that's on the go. I think this is great for kids. It gets pretty warm on the back side and gets pretty warm at the top. The chamber is quite small for fingers to get through, which is a really good thing. The third positive is the LCD, especially for an automatic curling iron. I like to control the heat, I like to control the timer, and I like to control which way the curler is going to go. So I really appreciate that. And I like that they added the mix in there as well. You can choose right or left, or you can choose to mix, basically alternate right or left the curl. So I think that's really great. The next biggest positive is automated. There is not much skill required here. The only thing is you gotta choose your settings and then you gotta hold the button to work. That was my user error. I thought they would get rid of that, but they didn't. I wanted them to get rid of it because my hand was starting to cramp with the other one, and I mentioned that to them in the email, but they didn't. So you do have to physically hold it until it stops beeping. Let's talk about the negatives. The negatives is the chamber is way too small. You can only fit a certain amount of section size into this chamber, which I understand what they're trying to do because the chamber is already a small size. It's 0.75 inches. That's kind of the drawback, but it's also kind of the positive, so you won't be able to burn yourself, but then you can only fit a certain section of your hair in, so it's gonna take a lot longer to do your hair versus if the chamber was bigger and you could do a lot bigger sections of hair, and that would require a lot less time. The other negative is the beeping. It's annoying, let's just be honest.
It's an easy fix.
And it's a very easy fix. Just get rid of those beeps and then just have them beep at the very end. Another annoying thing, you have to manually press this entire time until the timer stops, which your hand can get cramped up, especially if you have a lot of hair to curl. But other than that, I mean, the size is pretty good. It's not too heavy. It's definitely not light by any means. For being so small, it has some weight to it. So keep that in mind. If you have shorter hair than mine, it might take you longer just because we have to section our hair to get to all of it just because it's in different lengths. If you have longer hair, you can just start from the back and you don't have to section your hair going step by step to the very top. So it might take you a lot less with longer hair, but it's not gonna be the same type of result that you get with shorter hair, obviously. You're only gonna get curls like up to here. You're not gonna be able to get curls to the top of your head. I'm looking at their time for the battery, and it says 60-minute cord-free runtime, and it didn't even go up to 45 minutes. So for a $100 product, if they're telling you 60 minutes, it should be at least 70 minutes. I want to pay for what I want to get out of it. If it says 60 minutes, it better be 60 minutes. I mean, there's a lot of questions I have about this product, and it's just a little frustrating that at the end of the day, a lot of people tried the prototype. I wasn't the only one. I'm just wondering why we were even given this product to try out when they actually asked us to give us their feedback, and then they told us that they appreciated the feedback. They would definitely change a lot of the things that were mentioned, and then to see this product out on the market to purchase from a really known brand, Conair, that nothing was changed pretty much. The only thing they changed is they got rid of the output. For the prototype, they had an output and they had an input. So basically, if you wanted to, you could charge something from this if you were traveling, but they got rid of it on the product that they're selling. So it's definitely a really cool product in my opinion. If you are looking for something like this, something that's automatic, something that will count down the seconds for you, something that you can control in a sense of settings for your heat, for your timer, which way your curl is going to go, and you want a specific type of curl, then I think this is a really great tool that you can definitely test out, that you can look into, but it is an expensive tool, and in my opinion, it's not worth $100. It's worth the price that they were trying to go for at first, which is around $50 to $60 or $70. It's not worth that much more. It's a coated ceramic barrel, so not the best quality materials that they're putting into this tool and charging $100 for it. But again, keep in mind, do your research, watch other videos that have tried this besides myself. You be the judge of what you're looking for, and let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're even into these cordless, these wireless hair tools that are now joining the market that are not powered by butane that so many of you actually had or still have. And I'll see you in the next one very soon. Bye.